Aries, what is up, Buttercup? If you're watching this, this is for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit. And you're saying this exactly when you need to, right? So let's get into it. Let's see what. Yeah, let's start off with some energy oracle for you, Aries. Holy Spirit, angels and guides. What do we most have for Aries today, please, Spirit? They immediately say stomach. This to me is solar plexus, or it's a focus on the. It feels almost, they keep saying toxins now. So I don't know if you're doing a cleanse or you're cleaning up your diet. This might also just be a hint that if you're having issues with digestion or your health at this time, that it's time to clear that out. Anxiety, yeah, that's brain gut access. That makes sense. Adjacent possibilities. I feel another person coming in. Okay. Let's see who this is. I feel another person coming in all of a sudden. Angel of Strength, contract, and victory. Yeah, so there's a relationship over here that's going through a difficulty, but you're rewriting your contract together. With Angel of Strength and contract together, this tells me that it's like Angel of Strength is like the strength card in tarot. So it's my ego card. That and the devil represent the ego. It means a healthy ego. It means that you're overcoming power struggles or the need to be recognized by this person or them to have your recognition or your attention in some way. I think that you're actually going to be taking space from certain dynamics that are draining you because it's affecting your health. You might even be realizing that you have lower back pain or just are not sleeping well. Let's see. Yeah, community in reverse. Yeah, you're going to be stepping away from certain, and then the solar plexus, right? The stomach, center of the stomach. Yeah, so that makes sense. Third chakra, Archangel Camuel. I don't know if I can say that right, but 37 breaks down to a 10. It's in reverse, which tells me that you probably have a block in your solar plexus, or you're attracting a lot of people that have blocked solar plexus, and so we become what we surround ourselves with. There's that exchange of low self-worth, insecurity, imbalanced dynamics, or just your energy literally feels drained, right? Because this is where we grab our personal power from, okay? Our sense of confidence in being, how we show up in the world. So I'm happy to see that you're actually releasing it. With anxiety in reverse and adjacent possibilities and community in reverse, it's telling me that you're getting to a place of realizing that these relationships don't serve you. I think a lot of you, this is family, or there's like two pockets of the collective. We have some where it's strictly family dynamics, where it's like, I need a time out. It doesn't feel like you're leaving the relationship, but you're going to take space. Others of you, it's getting rid of like friends, or I don't even want to call them romantic, maybe just connections where you're physical together. You're going to be getting rid of things that are not supporting you in your life and who you're becoming. Witch's Tarot always calls me for you, Aries. So let's see what's going on for you. I heard this coming May, you might have a really big... some of you are going to be moving this coming May, is what I just heard. Some of you, this is going to be moving in with a partner. I feel a lot of, it's positivity. It feels like a lot of positivity in the heart space. So now up until then, I think it'll be, if you don't have somebody, give it about 4 months. There's going to be a lot of healing that starts to unfold. Yeah, star, which is divine timing. You're basically going to be going through the purge of these energies. They no longer serve you. They're not supporting you. I really like the star coming out on anxiety because it tells me that you're in alignment with your divine path. And it's also that it's time now for you to step away from these relationships. And that might really challenge you to set some boundaries or to choose yourself and overcome codependency or attachment of some sort. Yep, Tower, yeah. I love this. I love that you're getting major arcana. Major arcana are universal energy. And the star is Aquarius. The Tower is Aries, Mars, Scorpio. I really like that the Tower's here because the Tower is not a scary card. It's not. And I hope you don't see it that way. It's actually a card that speaks to breaking down perspectives, the way that we used to perceive our reality. It's breaking down foundations, right? So beliefs that no longer serve us or relationships that no longer serve us, and you're being supported with the star here because this is like your hope and wishes coming true, right? I love this. I feel like even if it's chaotic around you, if you were to think about yourself as an individual, you don't feel chaotic. It feels like what's going on around you is very chaotic. So let's look at adjacent possibilities. I feel like there's going to be a lot of shielding. You would get the High Priestess when we're talking about shield and the Hierophant. Yeah. Shielding is like your energetic protection, right? So some people wear crystals for shielding, even though that's not what this is, but others just set the intention of visualizing themselves in a ball of light. Others say affirmations that quite literally create new neural pathways and will allow you to radiate to the universe that, hey, I am protected. I'm divinely protected and divinely directed. I feel like a lot of you are going to be rebuilding your connection with your higher power, whether that be through religion or through spirituality, whatever floats your boat, honey bunches of oats. This is also that divine connection that's going to come in. High Priest and High Priestess is your mystic pair. It means that you're going to be attracting somebody that resonates with you on a soul level. But in order to attract this person that resonates with you on a soul level, it's calling you to reconnect with your own soul, which is why you're taking space from these relationships. So you can feel your own energy and get yourself back into alignment, which is really called for at this time, with Aries being the North Node, our future, right? Also our destiny, where we're meant to go. And then Libra, our healing, so our relationships, realizing what it is we need to let go of. In our South Node. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. You have all major arcana so far, and I'm shuffling the deck, and I don't organize them either, so it's irrelevant. But they're all upright. Very, very... Okay, this is going to be a very different energy. I want to dive a little deeper into this for you. There, yeah, I was about to say, as soon as I got done there, it went directly over here, and King of Swords in reverse. I feel like you might not get the most authentic version of the people that you're going to be walking away from, right? You're getting it kind of, I don't want to say gaslighting, but it just feels like gaslighting. It feels like and manipulative. Like if actions and words don't line up, it doesn't feel reliable. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel reliable. You're starting to see it clearly, and it's just like, I can't indulge in this anymore. And that's okay. I want to look at this. Okay. So they want me to use crystal visions. That was a close one. It's funny because the Three of Swords and Temperance is what popped out. They want me to use this one, which this is my relationship deck. Every deck has a different meaning. Whereas Witch's Tarot is an ego-based deck for me. So it talks about healing and finding one's personal power, the solar plexus. So very fitting. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. I heard in time and ancestral. This tells me that this relationship, when I go like this a lot, because I know you're probably like, what the hell is this chick doing? This to me is just like, there's just an intense energy. So it's almost like pulling it into me and like siphoning through all the files, all the things that I'm hearing. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is very ancestral. This connection's going to be uncomfortable, not in a bad way. Often we have a negative connotation with the word uncomfortable, but it's uncomfortable because it's foreign. It's foreign and it speaks to a part of you that you have not yet fully connected to, which is why the next 4 months, please really like focus on you, really get into it. Even if you're currently in partnership. Yeah, Four of Swords, which is the card of solitude. When I was clarifying the mystic pair, the advice for you is to find the solitude, to find this healing within yourself so you can come into alignment with this. So let's say you're currently in partnership and you're going through a rough time. As you heal, the frequency of your relationship will change and it will transform into this, as long as they choose to heal as well, right? But if you're not, this is just about healing yourself so you can, come into alignment with this soul tribe, with this new partner, this new friend, this new whatever. Three of Cups. It's a time of celebration and deep soul connection. Yeah, because you're going to get more authentic, emotionally authentic connections versus practical, right? With the Three of Pentacles there, I feel like a part of you might also be hesitant to indulge in this relationship because it is very different. Yeah, and you're going to have to be the Page of Swords. You're going to have to really explore it and allow yourself to redefine what healthy relationships or what love is like for you. I like this for you. Let's look at the Tower. Justice in reverse. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're going to protect your energy. There's a lot of like shielding for you. This is all about you protecting your energy. Yeah, this is, so I say to my students all the time, like, you are sacred, right? So everything that occurs in your life is sacred, and who you share it with or gossip to, right, is now having access to a part of you that is sacred, to a part of your life, to information about your life. So if you're sharing things with certain people that you're like, oh, I love you, but like this relationship doesn't fully light me up, be mindful of what you share. Be mindful of what you share, right? Because everything that is yours is sacred, everything that is mine is sacred, and it's to be honored. So whatever you share with others, make sure that they're going to honor how sacred it is, that they're not going to go share your information with everybody in the world. Okay? Let's look into this person. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, and the 8 of Cups for you. I love this. You're walking away from the things that stand in the way of you feeling confident and secure in who you are. Very, very nice. Ooh, sorry. I'm getting used to having a new mic. I was having some sound issues, which is why I was away for a little bit. My camera was not recording sound. I had to get this mic and all that. Interesting that I'm called to use the wild... Is it the wild unknown? I forget what it's called. Where is it? Its box is somewhere in here. I think it's the wild unknown. Yeah, the wild unknown tarot. This to me is a very rigid. It's a rigid energy. So when I'm called to use this for somebody, it tells me that they might have very stubborn perspectives and really struggle to adapt or allow themselves to explore new ways of being. So this could be the old version of you, or it could be the people that you are taking some space from, or a little bit of both, right? This, I immediately heard, prove my point, prove my point, prove my point. This person's very smart. They're really good with their words. But they can be very blunt and very cutting and very direct with their words, even if it's not true. This is someone who's like, you know, when people try to talk about something that they really are not knowledgeable on, but they're talking about it because they want to feel like, wait, no, I'm still in control. I am smart. It's real. The behavior is really rooted in an insecurity. That's what this is. You're starting to see this in other people because you're starting to see how you do this in your own life too, right? Because it's as we start to heal that we start to acknowledge, and that lens comes off, right? And we're like, oh my God, I used to do that. I healed that part of me. They got some distortion. Ace of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords tells me that the way that they communicate, it's not that they intentionally are not honest. It's just that it's distorted, right? It's a distorted sense of power, or they want control in some way, or they want to be seen as the authority or the leader. I want to dive a little deeper into why the Ace of Swords is in reverse, please. Yeah, they have the Seven of Swords, which is self-sabotaging behavior. Yeah, it's deceptive. The Seven of Swords is the card of deception. And I don't think that this person is even aware that they behave in this way. It's kind of like I said, like people just talk till they're blue in the face, trying to seem like good and a leader and all this stuff. And they just have more to learn, and that's okay. When we can be humble and say, hey, I'm ignorant to that. Can you educate me a little bit? Instead of trying to pretend like we know, your relationships are going to become much more authentic. So that's what's going on here with Angel of Strength. These relationships are healing this part of this insecurity, right? And with the Eight of Swords there, it tells me that this person's not seeing it yet. So they were in this very distorted masculine energy. Let's look at the contract. This is the relationship. Five of Swords, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's too much conflict. There's too much betrayal. There's an energy of betrayal. I feel a lot with my throat. This tells me that you might not feel safe or free to express yourself, that no matter what you say or do, that they're going to deem this relationship or this dynamic, this isn't stable, right? This feels where the gaslighting comes in. Like it feels very, I don't want to look at myself, but it's the way that you're communicating. My communication's perfect, right? And it's just like, two-way street here. Yeah, Four of Swords in reverse. And the 5 minus the 4 gives you the Ace of Swords. The reality of it is that they're not ready to step into the next phase that you're now stepping into, this healing phase. They're like, no, they're very accustomed to conflict and a lack of stability. And that's what's familiar. So to build something else is really uncomfortable. With the 3 of Pentacles here, that's what they need to restructure. Yeah, they need to figure out how to build very authentic, loving, secure relationships. 10 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. They have 2 10s in reverse, and it tells me that this contract and the contracts that you are attracting and taking part in were not emotionally stable, and they weren't secure. So it might have been environments you didn't feel safe or supported in. And it's walking away from that, because with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, it tells me that these relationships have like an innate seed of, I don't like this word, but like failure, right? Or difficulty, challenge to really be secure. And unless both people see their side of the street, it's typically going to remain imbalanced. So that explains you taking space. Yeah, these dynamics are no longer meant for you, and you know that. With the Two of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords and Judgment in reverse, polar opposite energy. This is very like, I want to be sad, I want to be the victim, everybody's attacking me, I'm not doing anything wrong. And even if somebody is quote unquote the victim in a situation, it's also acknowledging that this and that are true, right? And that's what helps us heal. So with the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords and Judgment in reverse, it tells me that you're seeing very clearly that this relationship is no longer supporting your growth, and it's something that is rooted in a past version of you. The 8 minus the 2 gives you the 6 of Cups, which is rooted in childhood or the past or a parent to child dynamic, right? With the 8 and the 2 here, it tells me that you're walking away from these dynamics, right? Because you're emotionally maturing and finding yourself. I want to look at the King of Swords. Yep, Page of Swords in reverse and the Hermit. So we have a very anxious, avoidant dynamic going on. This person, it's either they talk, and then they run, right? And so they might ghost, they might shut down, they might like flip out and then just not talk to you. With the Page of Swords in reverse, they do this because they don't know what they're feeling anymore. They get so emotionally reactive that the things that they're saying are just, they don't make sense. They don't make sense. To them, they might make sense, right? Because it's through their lens. And so it's very logical to them. But until they like step back, all of it's rooted in them being fearful of not being loved, not being accepted. And no, you cannot reassure them over and over that I love you and I accept you as you are, because they're going to have a little voice that tells them otherwise, and they have to heal that little voice in order to really receive you. Because right now they're not receptive. They're in very masculine energy, which is progressive. It's not receptive. The solar plexus, the overall theme, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You put a lot of work into trying to heal, fix, and maintain relationships. With the Devil here, though, you're realizing that it's just turning to a form of attachment, and it's starting to drain your energy, right? Because then you have the King of Wands in reverse and Strength in reverse. You're dealing with energies that might have a tendency to be a little manipulative, and you're outgrowing it. You're just outgrowing it. And with the Daughter of Wands, you realize that it's time for you to enjoy life and to have fun and to explore things. This feels like getting rid of either toxic family members or social groups that no longer serve you. And this is very, very good. This is very healthy. I dig it. I'm a fan of growth. Big fan of growth. So let's get some final advice for my beautiful Aries. I hope the sound is okay. I really do, because I was playing with it all day yesterday. It's time to stand out. Yeah. See, this hurts my heart space because it's these dynamics. The solar plexus rules our self-worth, right? It rules our sense of confidence and our personal power, and our self-worth is our glass ceiling. So if you're struggling with scarcity mindset, it's because part of you doesn't feel worthy of wealth or success, right? Or part of you doesn't feel deserving of financial freedom, or deserving of love, or deserving of this, right? It's self-worth. And so with it's time to stand out here in reverse, it's telling me that by stepping away from these relationships, you're going to start to heal that personal power. You're going to start to realize how amazing and incredible and divine you are again, and what's yours and what's not, right? And that's why it's really important to have a lot of balance and realize, okay, what amount of time do I need with myself? They might only need like a few hours. I know I need a few days. I need a few days with myself, a week, and that's okay. That's okay. But you have to explore what works for you. You have to get to know yourself. Water, allow it to flow. Let that shit go. That's what it says. That's what it says. And then you have the owl in reverse. Listen to your inner voice instead of other people's opinions. So the owl in reverse tells me that, especially when the solar plexus is blocked, right? Forget that owl card being in reverse. This is just fact. The solar plexus is the ego, right? So it's confidence, but it's also fear, insecurity, attachment, addiction, codependency, blah, 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 blah. The great stuff and the bad stuff, right? It's duality of the ego. The third eye, the owl, is our intuitive self. When the ego is very loud, we struggle to hear our intuition. So when we are around a lot of people that move through life based in the ego, we sometimes find it difficult to differentiate and really see what our intuitive self wants us to see or sense or experience, because this voice now comes up here. So as above, so below. You understand? So just be mindful of that. If you have a blocked solar plexus, or your solar plexus is a little gummed up and just needs some cleaning, it could be hindering the truth of your intuitive self, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the empath, your overall energy. Alone time is needed. Very fitting. Followed by detox. Also very fitting. It's time to purge and let go, release and clear your energy. Yes. So in order to release and clear your energy, it could be a lot of things. You could go outside, breathe in some fresh air, put your feet in the ground. You could book a Reiki session or an energy healing session with your chick. I service globally. You could take a salt bath with some baking soda to really start to ground the energy. Maybe light some candles, set some intentions for yourself. You can write things on a piece of paper, crumble it up, burn it, whatever you want. This is for entertainment purposes only, so make sure you have a fire extinguisher. Okay, there's lots of things you could do to clear your energy, but find a way that works for you, because we all move differently, we all feel differently. So the way in which you move through this is going to differ than how I would, right? But my dear, that's what I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And check out my website down below for personal bookings. If you're not familiar with the kind of work I do, my background's in biology and psychology. I'm a spiritual, shamanic, and just your normal life coach. I work with people globally, helping them reconnect with their 5 bodies, so the mental, emotional, physical, energetic, and spiritual self. I also am a master Reiki practitioner. I mentor globally as well, also in shamanic healing. I have a dual certification program if you want to become an energy healer yourself, okay? It's a 6-month program, and it's very in-depth. I also have a tarot course that is self-paced, online. You don't have to do anything live with me, so go ahead, check that out for individual Reiki certifications, online or in person. And I also have my 2024 Reiki classes posted if you'd like to become a certified practitioner in your local North Carolina. Okay? But I wish you the best. Be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and I'll see you next time.